Hello friends, this is Jennifer Terri and welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll talk about Cebu. So the governor of Cebu, Gwendolyn Garcia, has a reputation of being tough and fearless. It can even be recalled that Cebu was the first ever local government to drop the COVID test result requirement for incoming tourists. Well, the governor of Cebu has proven yet again that she is really different from all the other governors in the country. She released the Executive Order 17 yesterday, defining the protocols to be observed by repatriated OFWs and returning non-OFWs traveling to the province of Cebu. So what does this Executive Order 17 of the governor of Cebu say? So OFWs and non-OFWs who are residents of the province of Cebu will follow the arrival protocol starting March 31, 2021. And this is the arrival protocol. Upon disembarking in the Mactan Cebu International Airport, the OFWs and non-OFWs bound for Cebu province will be immediately tested or swabbed for the COVID-19. They will then be ushered to their designated hotels where they will wait for the results, which usually take about 1 to 2 days to process. Now, if they test negative for the COVID test, they would then be allowed to travel back to their home cities or municipalities in the province. And there will be no other requirements shall be imposed by the local government unit in that regard. Let me repeat it. OFWs and non-OFWs who are residents of the province of Cebu and landing in Cebu Mactan International Airport, when you arrive in Cebu Airport, you will be tested immediately at the airport and then sent to the hotel while you wait for the result. When the result comes out, if it's negative, then by quarantine hotel, off you go to your LGU, your final destination, your city or your municipality, and there are no other requirements. No more quarantine. That's it. However, those who are found positive for the virus will have to comply with the Department of Health treatment and quarantine protocols. Now, asymptomatic and mild cases are brought to temporary treatment and monitoring facilities. Now, this directive covers both, again, OFWs and non-OFWs who are residents of the Cebu province. Okay, this is very important. You have to be a resident of the Cebu province. So let me just repeat it in Tagalog. Sa mga residente po ng Cebu province na uuwi at maglaland sa Cebu Mactan International Airport, ito po yung process ninyo. Pagdating nyo sa airport, itetest agad-agad po kayo ng COVID test sa airport pa lang. Pagtapos ng test, pupunta kayo sa hotel ninyo, sa quarantine hotel, magsistay, maghihintay ng result. Kung negative, boom, uwi na agad sa inyong final destination. Kung positive naman, syempre, dadalhin sa hospital kung merong simptomas at serious. Kung asymptomatic naman or mild lang, ay dadalhin sa isang temporary treatment and monitoring facilities. And then in Bisaya, let's just do in Bisaya. Sa mga residente dira sa Cebu province, kung gikan mo abroad, masking OFW mo or non-OFW, pag abot ninyo sa Cebu, kung tahay sa Cebu airport mo landing, inyong first nga landing ha, gikan abroad, kung tahay gikan mo Doha to Cebu, hinana niya, residente ka sa Cebu province, ang mahitabo, pag abot pa lang ni mo dito, sa airport, sa Cebu Mactan, swab test dayon ka. I-swab test kag RT-PCR katong sa baba o sa ilong. Unya, diretso ka sa hotel, maghulat ka sa result, pag negative, uli na ka diretso sa imong panimalay. Wa na pa dyan quarantine, mao na to. Hayahay kayo lagi. So, going back, apart from no quarantine, free of charge. The COVID test for the residents of the Cebu province are free. It will be conducted by the Department of Health. So, here's your process before you go home, before the flight, register for the MCIA, for the Mactan Cebu International Airport COVID test registration. I'll put the link in the description box. It's very easy. And the next one, if you are a non-OFW, pre-book your quarantine hotel. And this is the very high part, very sana all part. For residents of Cebu province, you only have to pre-book 1 to 2 days because the COVID result is expected to come around in 1 to 2 days only. So how about those who are, let's say, non-residents of Cebu province? Let's say you are Manilan, you are from Manila or you're from Davao, and you land in Cebu. Would you also be exempted from the 5 days quarantine and then testing? The answer to that is, well, I asked the Bureau of Quarantine in Cebu for that question, and they said that the executive order does not cover other places in the Philippines. Since it is an executive order by the governor of Cebu, Governor Gwen does not have jurisdiction onto other places, only in Cebu province. So the executive order only applies to Cebu province residents. Yes. It is now up to your LGU whether they will accept the Cebu province protocol, but for now it's still the national protocol that prevails for everyone else except Cebu province residents. Even when I asked the Bureau of Quarantine in Cebu about this matter, they said, "Libog kayo ma'am, nalibog pud mi." They are very confused because they are supposed to be the implementer and they are supposed to follow the national task force, the national government. Yet instead, here they are following the executive order of the governor. But they said, the guy I spoke to in the Bureau of Quarantine said that the governor has a stronghold at the airport and then they have this executive order, so they will follow it. So for the following days, they are expecting to clarify more about this executive order. I also asked, will this apply for the whole of Cebu? And he said that for now, it's only the Cebu province that has the executive order. Now for other cities, other provinces in the whole island of Cebu, it seems like they agree, but there is no written paper that they agree to this executive order yet. I also told the Bureau of Quarantine staff that this is really good. We are hoping, many of us are hoping that the national government takes notice, follow this protocol. You know, this is very good initiative because the 5 days quarantine is really a burden to everyone. OFWs, non-OFWs, to OWA, to non-OFWs, finance. It's a burden to everyone, even to the hotels that are just being congested now. So he said, the Bureau of Quarantine guy said that they are proposing, their directors are proposing to the national government to adapt to this protocol of Cebu. So hopefully, but this guy said that since it's the weekend, things may slow down because, you know, there'll be public holidays. Hopefully, things will change in a bigger picture because this is what we are all waiting for. This is the reason that there is a travel cap, there is an entry restriction because of that very long hotel quarantine by the IATF. So hopefully, that Cebu governor has presented on another way to deal with the matter. I hope IATF takes notice and follow through. Anyway, in a press conference by the governor, she said that there are so many OFWs and non-OFWs having a hard time right now. Let's not add to their burden. Rest assured, all health protocols are followed. And for those who are going home, she said they all have a reason, and more often than not, it's an emergency. They have limited time to spend with their family. If we require them to undergo quarantine, how many days will be left for their families? Exactly. Another thing is that this executive order of hers is also aimed at reducing the payables of the OWA, which foots the bill for the temporary hotel accommodation of returning OFWs. The governor also said that this decision to revise the travel protocol was reached during a meeting among officials of the Department of Tourism, Department of Health, Department of Interior and Local Government Unit, Bureau of Quarantine, OWA, Mactan Airport. A lot of agencies were involved in this executive order. Yeah, so this change, guys, again, is only for Cebu province residents. Now let's see if any LGUs will follow. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know about your thoughts, and I'll see you again with another travel update. Bye!